My name is Jeda Reyes. I'll be presenting my laboratory on three unknown metals. So, I have a summer internship working in a jewelry laboratory where my job is to explore the property of some alloys of silver, rhodium, and platinum in order to make brighter jewels at a lower cost. One day, while preparing an alloy, I accidentally left bottle near the melting furnace, and the label became carried on unreadable. Oh no! I now have three unlabeled bottles of metallic powder. My task is to design and perform experiments to identify the metals in these bottles. From a chemical handbook available in your lab, you find that the densities of silver, rhodium, and platinum are 10.5, 12.4, and 21.45 grams per cubic centimeters. So first, I insert my scale. Then I inserted my 50mm graduated cylinder to find my three unknown metals. Metal number 1. But first, we have to measure our mass of our graduated cylinder. As you can see, our graduated cylinder measures 71.5667 grams. Now we know our mass of our graduated cylinder, so we can tear our graduated cylinder so our scale remain on 0. So we can remove our graduated cylinder from our scale and pour our metal number 1. As you can see, our metal number 1 volume is 16.1 millimeters. Now we know our volume. Now we can proceed on measuring our metal number 1. As you can see, our metal number 1 is 169.1370 grams. So, as we know, now we can proceed on finding what is metal number 1. So, we divide metal number 1 divided by volume. You will give it 10.50 grams cubic centimeters. So, as I know, silver is 10.5 grams cubic centimeters. So, metal number 1 is silver. So now we have find metal number 1, we can proceed on finding metal number 2. Now metal number 2, can pour metal number 2 on our graduated cylinder. As you can see, our volume of metal number 2 is 15.7 millimeters. Now we know the volume, we can proceed on measuring our graduated cylinder. As you can see, our metal number 2 is 195.1696 grams. So now we have our mass. Now we can proceed on finding what is metal number 2. So we divide metal number 1 mass divided by volume. So we get 12.5 43 grams per cubic centimeters. So as I know, rhodium is 12.4 grams cubic centimeters. So metal number 2 is rhodium. Now we already have find our metal number 2. Now we can proceed on finding our metal number 3. So like we already have removed our gravity cylinder mass on our scale. Now we can pour our metal number 3. So as you can see, metal number 3 is 16 millimeters. So now we already have found the volume of metal number 3. Now we can proceed on measuring our scale. So as you can see, metal number 3 measures 343.7486 grams. Now we know our metal number 3 mass. Now we can proceed on finding what is our unknown metal number 3. So we divide our metal number 3 mass divided by volume and give me 21.48 grams cubic centimeters. So as I know, platinum is 21.45 grams cubic centimeters. So metal number 3 is platinum. Now we already found our 3 unknown metals. Metal number 1 is silver, metal number 2 is rhodium, and metal number 3 is platinum.